Today we're filling out the multi-step with equations with like terms, notes. Your page looks like this. I'm going to zoom in the top box to get started. In the first box, you see 5y minus 18 plus 11y. The first thing we need to do is combine like terms. Like terms are all the terms that have the same variable. In this case, we have 5y and 11y. You notice that I included the operation that's being performed in front of 11, which is an adding sign. So we have 5y plus 11y is going to give us 16y. If I box in all my constants, well, I just have minus 18. Once again, I box in the operation that's out in front of it. Moving on to the next one, I have 6 terms in this expression. I have 7x minus 4x plus 6x. If I combine all those, 7 minus 4 is 3 plus 6 is 9. So I have 9 x's. If I box in all my constants here, we get 9 plus 18 is 27, minus 2 is 25. And our third example of how to combine like terms involves 5 terms. Let's start with our w's. We only have one, so we can just transfer it down below. If I look at my next variable, I see it's a z. I have plus 8z plus 4z is 12z. And boxing in my constants, I have minus 5 minus 7. I call this the Achilles heel of integers because minus 5 minus 7 is the same as negative 5 plus negative 7. That gives me negative 12. So that's combining like terms. Now, how does it look when we have equations and we need to solve for our variable? Well, we do the same thing we just did up above and then take it one step further to solve. So circling the like terms in the first box, we get minus 8y minus 12y, another Achilles heel problem. I'm going to rewrite it as an addition problem. You don't have to do that. It's just another way of looking at it if it helps you. We get negative 20y equals negative 40. Now, to undo multiplying by negative 20, we divide both sides by negative 20. On the right, negative 20 divided by negative 20 just leaves me with 1y. And on the left, we have negative 40 divided by negative 20 is a positive 2. I'm going to box my answer so my teacher can see it clearly. If you need to pause at any point to slow down or to catch up, go ahead and feel free to do so. All right, moving on to the next one, I'm going to circle my like variables. We have negative 16w plus 14w. If I just look at the coefficients, negative 16 plus 14 is negative 2. So negative 2w, and I only have one constant, so negative 4 equals negative 18. Now, if I go reverse of my GEMDOS, if I do SAD-MEG, the first thing I'm supposed to do is subtraction and addition. So I do have a minus 4 here. So to undo minus 4, I add 4. I have to add 4 to both sides. It reduces to 0 on the left, so we're left with negative 2w. And on the right, we have negative 14. All we have left now with our variable is multiplying by negative 2. I divide by negative 2, both sides. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is just 1, so I have 1w left on the left. And 7 on the right. Negative 14 divided by negative 2 is a positive 7. Moving on down to the third example. If I circle all my like terms, all my variables that are the same, I have a negative g and a negative 2g. Another Achilles heel. We have negative 1g plus negative 2g gives us negative 3g. If we combine our constants, we get 14. 27 minus 13 is 14. Using SAD-MEG, no subtraction. Yes, we have addition. So to undo adding 14, We're going to subtract 14 from both sides, of course. It reduces to 0 on that side. So we're left with negative 3g. And on the left, we have 24. We look at all we have left, and we have negative 3g. That's negative 3 times g. To undo multiplication, we divide. Of course, we do the same thing to both sides. Negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1, so we left with 1g on the right, and a negative 8 on the left, because 24 divided by negative 3 is negative 8. I'm going to box my answer so my teacher can see clearly where my answer is. Now, moving on to the last one. And once again, if you need to pause at any time, feel free to do so. I'm going to circle all my variables that are the same, all my like terms. All I have this time is a negative 18t. If I box in my constants, I have 48 minus 14 gives me 34. First thing I need to do is get rid of my addition, my plus 34. The opposite of adding 34 is subtracting 34. So I subtract 34 from both sides. On the right, we are left with negative 18t. And on the left, we have another Achilles heel, negative minus a positive, or a negative plus a negative, we get negative 36. To undo multiplying t by negative 18, we divide. Of course, we do the same thing on either side of the equal sign. On the right, we have 1t, and on the left, we have 2. Negative 36 divided by negative 18 is 2. Negative divided by negative is a positive. All right, that's it for now. Those are our 4 examples. Tomorrow in class, we will be doing group work with the problems on the right.